What is up, everyone? So again, second video today. I usually don't do 2 videos on Friday, but this one is a developing situation, already developed. Anyways, I decided to make a video talking about my thoughts on what is happening to Deestroying, the kicker from UCF. So way back when the NCAA was like, bro, you're making money on your athlete's image, I was like, shh, that sucks. It's why I'm not eligible to ever go back to college. I mean, I can go back to college to learn and study and do the science experiments, but I can't go and play college ball. I have made money on my image as an athlete. I have also received sponsorships, which is also a no-no. That's part of the same thing. The clause is in there. Now, at the time, I sympathized with him because it sucks that you may not be making that much money, but the fact that you are making money is against the rules, and they are hard, fast rules. Fast forward until this week, he released a video Monday saying they pulled his scholarship. Well, technically, the college pulled his scholarship, but the NCAA, under another compliance review, said he was ineligible. So he no longer can play college football, now or in the future. He's just never again. That's just how the NCAA works, and it sucks, but that's the rules. And I was like, man, that just sucks. And then, and thus, since he's not playing ball anymore, his kicking scholarship that he had, or football athletic scholarship, got revoked. So he can't pay for college anymore. That sucks, but kind of a business decision makes sense. And then he says in his video that the compliance office and of the NCAA gave him options that he can monetize videos that aren't about football or him being an athlete. He can still continue to make videos, and yeah, he had to return the money that he made on YouTube, which can be a lot, and it would suck for a little bit, and to, at that point, demonetize all the videos, that sounds like it sucks. But here's the thing, he's playing Division I football, and he basically says to the camera, no, I do what I want. And I went, I'm sorry, what? I know for a lot of people out there, they're like, oh my God, that's such a terrible decision. The NCAA is coming down on him. No. The NCAA was willing to help and comply with him and allow him to keep his YouTube. He just couldn't monetize things. And he said, no, I want to keep making money on YouTube. So they said, all right, bye. Like, it's a simple rule. He even said in his video, I don't care. I do what I want. I didn't follow the rules. I wasn't going to comply. So he openly defied even a compromise with the NCAA. And he made a video explaining this and now is, in a way, exacting sympathy from his viewers and is starting a GoFundMe to pay for college. When he had an option to pay for college, he basically said, no, it's frustrating because I sympathized with him before because I understand that the NCAA has some really, really strange and somewhat archaic rules. But they are rules, and it wasn't that they were staying hard fast to the rules. They gave him options, and he didn't like any of them because they infringed on his whatever. So I don't sympathize with him because, like I said, and he says, oh, well, I was just being so inspiring to youths. I'm inspiring to youths. I'm 36 years old. I'm playing football. I didn't start till I was 32 years old. And you can rage in the comments that I've only been playing for 4 years and I am an old man. I don't care. I am living proof that you can still be on a team and play well into your 30s, twice the age of most of my viewers. Not saying you guys are really, really young, but I'm saying you guys are in high school or youth football. And you think, oh, I don't know how much longer I can play football. Well, you can play it for a long time because I've got people on my team exactly my age that have been playing football for the last 20 years. Can you imagine 20 years of football? Some of these guys didn't go to college football. Some of these guys had a chance to go to college football, but they chose to support their family and get a job. Okay, cool. Their decisions. But when it comes to Deestroying, he literally gave the finger to the NCAA when they were trying to work with him. And now he's gotten ESPN interviews, he's gotten radio interviews, he's got stuff, and Today's video, they're kicking him out of his dorm. Well, guess what? You don't have money to pay for your dorm. By the way, it costs money to pay for a dorm. You don't get a dorm for free. You basically rent the place. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. He's a good person. He just made a really, really dumb decision because you're not being a good role model for kids by saying, no, I'm gonna choose social media over, a kicking career. So he doesn't make it to the NFL as a kicker. Well, guess what? You just got 4 years of college paid and you have a good degree. Like, he had his life set up for it and he slapped that away so he could do it on his own. He's a good person. He just made a really dumb decision. And he's not actually being a really good role model because he's scoffing in the face of authority. What kind of role model is that? You do something wrong according to their rules. They say, but if you do this, you can still do this. And he's like, no. Like, when I got suspended from playing football back in June, I went, as much as it sucks, I did break the rules. I read through the rules of the Cowlitz Cobras and I was like, oh, yes. Literally, I broke the rules, and under their disciplinary policy, check 1, check 2. Oh, okay. 4 weeks of suspension. According to the rules, according to what I did, and I took that 4-week suspension. I didn't try to exact sympathy. I'm being a little more cautious about what I'm doing on social media now, but it's not like I kept trying to show up to the games or fight it. Did I kind of tuck my tail between my legs and accept it and not try to mitigate for a smaller punishment? Yeah, maybe. But sometimes when you break the rules, you got it. I don't like what he did. And I don't like the fact that he is exacting sympathy from his viewers who don't necessarily understand the rules and think that the NCAA, I understand, I get it. The NCAA basically has slaves of, there's a whole thing. I'm not necessarily happy with the NCAA as a whole because there are athletes out there that are wide receivers that get plowed into. They get permanent, life-threatening injuries in their sophomore, junior years. They're barely into their 20s, and they're getting lifelong injuries for free. I mean, technically not free, but most people don't actually have a scholarship. That's the thing. Most people in college football don't have a full scholarship or any scholarship whatsoever. They have academic scholarships, which are like little bits. And at the cost of school right now, scholarships are like, ooh, like any little bit helps, but And to all those people I've seen in the comments are like, he's got to feed his family. Have you seen his car? Have you seen his Snapchat? When he goes home and visits home, that house is big. That car is nice. His family isn't struggling to eat. Whatever. He's taken the path of YouTube stardom. Some people made a living out of it. Other people, they rise and then they fall because they got stupid popular and then they just faded out. Once the next football sob story comes by, ESPN's gonna pick up on that instead. That's just how the world works. Once Deestroying stops bleeding, the news is gonna suck. He's not gonna be nearly as popular anymore. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I accept any criticism in the comments. Also, disclaimer, this is my complete opinion. This has no reflection on the Cowlitz Cobras whatsoever. Just letting you know. This is just me and my opinion on things as part of this channel, Dashrick. Catch you guys next week.